Hello everyone, it's a update. It's May 26th, I think, and to say it was a great winter. We got 126 inches of snow, and that was exactly what I wanted. That's about maybe a little above average for Oswego, and I got lots of shoveling in of the sidewalks, the driveway. Actually, a bunch of my neighbors' stuff I did too, and they made me some cake, so it was well worth it. Chocolate cake. The big thing, I guess, happening outside so far is my neighbors, Dan Senior, Dan Junior, father, son. The city took down 3 beautiful old trees because it was messing up the sidewalk, and they put in a new sidewalk. They are going to plant 3 trees to replace them, but they're also going to plant a tree in my spot, which I was able to request and get that done. So that's something I don't have to do, which I'm quite happy about because it's just some paperwork and it's free. I don't have to pay for it. The van, it's good as always. Same, it's trash day too. The lawn, everything's gone. I just mow it and it looks better and better every year. The plans for the outside, I'll talk about that later, but this video is mainly about the demolition of the interior and the plans to revive it. The electrician is coming tomorrow. They're going to be replacing all that on the outside, as far as I know. And they're going to rewire the whole house. I've only had 4 or 5 outlets that work in this house right now. So I'm happy to get new power system. So first thing is that I took off the vinyl siding, and underneath, well, I think it's chopped maybe here, but anyways, see there's foam, and that is the sheathing, which sheathing on a house is basically it's attached to the structure, and this sheathing is vertical, which is unusual because the technology or the design structure of this house, I think it's called balloon framing, where the sheathing maybe has some structural element to it with the framing. It's a little different than your normal construction. But anyways, that's what the exterior of the house looks like. I'm going to be ripping off all the vinyl siding and the white foam insulation and replacing it with something called Timber HP product, and some wood, natural wood. And I have my permit to do the demolition and the electricians. I'm also getting all new windows. They came last week and measured everything, and we talked about all the design and everything. It's necessary. These windows are the original ones, not obviously the storm. That's the noise. The storm windows obviously aren't, but we need ones. Let's go inside. It's too noisy. So inside, on this first floor, I have taken down the drop ceiling, the particle board 70s wood paneling. There was drywall, and there was a little bit of insulation. And I'm just going to be putting in another Timber HP called Timber Bat as the insulation. The electrician is going to rewire the whole house. You can see there, that was one of the outlets that was not grounded, or it was also hot, I think. Had to get the plumber to come to remove the radiators. Those are the inlet and outlet pipes with just a rag on top so dirt doesn't get inside. And I need to repaint, well, sand and then repaint the radiators. It's not really looking forward to doing that, but I've put the old wood paneling on the floor to protect the floor. The wood floors they have varnish on them, and I'm going to be buying or actually already about, they're in the mail, some linseed oil varnish, marine varnish. It's made in France. I'm going to put sort of like a pre-varnish and then the varnish on it, but it's basically an old school formulation and it won't flake. I'm going to have carpets on the floor. It's not yet, you don't need polyurethane, which is a chemical that wears well, but I'm going to have carpets on the floor, so I'm not worried about wear. And this marine varnish is actually quite durable anyways. Right now, the only thing in living wise is my desk with my computer. This is the timber. This is the timber insulation. I'm just testing it out. So the big problem with downstairs is that the walls of the sheathing it's not plumb. So at the bottom, it's about 2 inches of a cavity, and at the top, it's more like 4 inches. So how do you use the insulation? How do you put in insulation? So you can blow something in, or you can cut the insulation. And you can get timber HP blown in, but the guys that do it in this area, they have a giant machine which is more suited to industrial applications, and they basically don't want to do it even though they said they could. But basically when you have a 2-inch gap, it doesn't work. There's nothing really to blow into, so you need more space. So what I'm going to be doing is getting the preformed bat, and just doing a lot of cutting. So at the base I'll have to cut to a 2-inch, and then have a bigger bats for the top, which won't need to be cut. But the ceiling had a drop-down ceiling. You can see all these notches. I don't think that's going to be a problem because I'm going to be putting drywall up on the ceiling, all the walls and ceiling, and hopefully that's not too big of a pain in the neck. But anyways, it all went smoothly getting this out of here. It was a pain in the butt, but it was worth it. This wall, I'm going to try to keep my closet as original. That's what the office drop-down ceiling looked like. I'm going to keep that. I don't know why, maybe it's stupid. Let's go upstairs. So there's lots of things that you discover. Now upstairs did not have any insulation at all, and was all lath and plaster. That was much harder to take out, much messier, I would say. And so here, obviously all new windows. There is a vent up high. You might be able to hear a motorcycle. If I have one complaint about Oswego, is there are a lot of motorhead people, a lot of loud motorcycles. Now that I don't have there isn't an inside to the house, the soundproofing is next to 0. So I hear everything. The pink used to be the she closet, where for the master bedroom they had a he closet and the she closet. So the pink was obviously for the wife who used to live here. But you have all sorts of strange gaps. pieces of wood that aren't connected to anything up high. There are pieces of wood missing. I'm gonna have to do some work up there. The master bedroom is all it's all there. This wall is actually wood underneath. It has some modern plaster, and it is solid as a rock, and that's why I hit it with a sledgehammer and basically didn't break. And then the heat closet. So again, you can see the strange nature of the sheathing, where some of it's vertical, some of it's horizontal, and then it goes back to vertical. And this is 1880. This ceiling I did not take down, and I thought that was the right decision. Now I'm thinking I should take it down. Whereas in this room, I did take it down, and I thought for a second that was the wrong decision, but it might be the right decision. So I'm a little bit torn between what I should do. Anyways, let's go back downstairs, and I'll show you where I'm living in my apartment, our quote-unquote apartment. So the 1880 house is the only thing I'm working on. The addition, which we're now in the addition, I don't know what I should do, and so I haven't done anything to it. I'm not going to do anything until I figure it out. But right now in the kitchen, I have my tool area and supplies, stove, bathroom. This is all mouse house territory, and it took me at least a month to feel comfortable cooking in a mouse house kitchen. This is now my new bedroom, where it was disgusting mouse, I don't know, campground in this area, especially in this corner. You can actually still see some staining on the floor, but I painted it to make it habitable. It's actually a good bedroom because it's quiet back here. And then this back room is especially messy because I was looking for a tensionometer because I'm going to be building some bike wheels, and it was hidden, so I finally found it. But anyways, this is all my possessions are basically back here, which is, when it really boils down to it, not much. The bike that I can't ride. But I did buy one exciting thing is some down here, some roller skis. You can see them right there. It's cross-country skate skis that you roll on the street. And then the back porch. It's all there. Nothing's changed here. Survived the winter. I have some soil piles. I'm combining old soil that needs some more life to it, so I'm adding grass to it. The garage has some Japanese knotweed that I'm trying to kill, but the garage is not in good shape. It's got a lot of holes in the woods. Bees like living in it. They've put all the holes, insects, and the concrete's all messed up. It's probably gonna have to be torn down. It's not, I don't think you can fix it because it's the wood at the base is rotten from all the moisture because of snow over the years. And my neighbors get along great. We have a shared grapevine, and we'll have grapes later this year. Excited about that. Otherwise, not too much else to say except that finally things are starting to happen. And it takes a while. Winter was just a lot of fun, just hanging out. Did some cross country skiing, but just being in the snow world was just a great feeling. I missed it so much, more than I expected. And so I hope everything's going well with you. And I'll update you later. Thanks. Bye.